Welcome to Jugger tutorials. Do you want to learn what some consider to be the most powerful and which is certainly the most dramatic spar or pompe in Jugger, the chain? Then you have come to the right place. Let's have a look on the basic steps on the road to become a really good chain player. At first, the stance. Maintaining a good balance is essential for a good chain player. Take a small step forward with one foot and turn the other one to the side. Your feet should be in a hook-shaped position. Now take one hand to the level of your hips and the other facing the opponent. Again, one foot points to your opponent, the other to the side. Bend the knees for an elastic stance. The same from the side. Basic stance with the chain in hand. You hold the chain's grip at the level of your hips. Next, moving in the lunge. When challenging an opponent, fencing steps might be preferable. Forward, the front foot comes first, backward, the back foot comes first, and always keep the distance between your feet. And now the lunge. Take a basic stance. Take a wide step with the front leg while stretching the back leg as much as possible. You want to get all the reach you can get. Note that your back foot should always be as much in contact with the ground as possible. Do not let your back leg bend through. This could lead to injuries in your joints. Holding the chain. Now take the grip of your chain and hold it only with the ring finger and the little finger. It might be easier for you to hold with the whole hand at the beginning. Then roll up the chain and put the loose part in your other hand. This is for easier release. As said, it might be easier for you to hold the chain with the whole hand at the beginning or even later, but I prefer the grip with the little finger and the ring finger. So, even while releasing the ring finger, the little finger, keep a firm hold. If you find this grip to be a bit weak, grab the grip with the whole hand and release it only with your middle and your index finger. You might also hold the grip with middle, ring and little finger. Another way of holding would be to put the line between your middle and your index finger. This offers a firm grip and you can even release the chain completely if necessary. Injury warning. Train to release the chain completely if it gets wrapped around the spar of another player and the other player draws at it. Otherwise you risk injury to your joints. As a rule of thumb, if you hit and it wraps, move backwards and untangle it. If you get hit and it wraps, then release the chain. Ideally, the chain shouldn't wrap at all. Another important aspect is to hold the chain tight between your hands. The length of the free-hanging chain should be about knee height. The ball should almost touch the ground when you bend your arm 90 degrees at hip level. This way it will be much easier for you to swing the ball. Well, let's start swinging, shall we? Probably the easiest swing is the vertical swing. Get into your basic stance and start rotating your whole body. The chain should start swinging easily. Same from the side. Now give it a firm impulse with your whole body, not just with the arms. You should keep a firm stance. See to it that your whole body moves, not only the shoulders or the arms. You will get a strong motion through this. This is important because you might only want to swing the chain at an actual challenge to save energy. If you're only using your arms, you might get shoulder pain. When this works fine for you, let's try speed change. Change the speed of the chain from slow to fast to slow, back and forth, and remember to use your whole body to propel the chain, not just your shoulders or your arm. This lets you keep a firm swing for a long period of time. Now let's come to attacking. Coming from a fast swing, you want to release the chain completely, but the grip You may move your other arm backwards to gain a bit more reach. Train the precision of your shots by targeting and speed change exercises. To gain maximum reach, now you may add the lunge. Note that the lunge can easily become an all-in attack, so be careful when you employ this kind of attack. To reel in the chain after an attack, touch your grip hand with your release or swinging hand and use it as a guide to reel in the chain easily. Next, the horizontal swing. The horizontal swing is not as fast as the vertical swing, but you can swing around your opponents instead of just right at them. Again, don't only move your shoulders, but use your whole body to swing the chain to avoid shoulder pain. Train varying the length of the chain while swinging. Take the chain short, then let it slide through your swinging hand for a longer chain and reel it in for a shorter fast chain. Again, sliding through the swinging hand and drawing the chain back, again using the swinging hand as a guide for your grip hand. And again, train the lunge for maximum reach. Contrary to fencing, our back leg moves forward and is, in fact, the lunge foot. Recovering the chain can be done a bit differently to the vertical swing. Draw the chain in sharply to your left, right after it made contact. And train by shooting a chain against immobile object like bigger poles. Again, your grip hand serves as a guide for your swing hand to draw in the chain. Also reposition your legs. Now the special spin or whirring start. The correct stance is pretty important to get it going. You're loading the chain by spinning around yourself one complete turn. The back leg must be on the release hand side, while the grip side is in front. Also stretch the release arm a bit, but avoid pulling up your shoulder. Now you're spinning around your body, around your grip hand side, keeping the arm outstretched. Note that your feet have changed position at the end to be ready for a lunge attack. This would be the lunge. A close-up on the footwork. Always keep an eye on foot positioning here. This spin-up is only viable in certain situations, but it has the advantage that you can gain a good overview over the field while spinning up the chain. You might also find it quite comfortable as a spin-up technique while running over the field. Whether you really change your leg's position depends a bit on your style of playing. I recommend it. Now to the special hurls. The slithering hammer blow from a chain player from Rigor Mortis. Watch my international chain favorites video on this channel on many more techniques and chain tricks. The swing change. This is pretty important because it can irritate your opponents and count you an easy hit. You change from the horizontal to the vertical swing. The cross looks nice, is not too effective, but it may grant you a surprise attack on your opponent. It also offers quite a good general training for chain control. The attack is hard to be done with precision. But now to the very important aspect of the measure or Mensur. The safe measure or distance is self-explaining. The types I use here are a bit different to the historical German Mensur principles because the chain is a very special spar or pamphlet. Timing defined by distance is essential for the success of a good chain player. Therefore, you should train Mensur regularly. The wide measure here is where you can just hit your opponent when you do a lunge. It is pretty easy to parry or to avoid, but can be effective especially when cross-shooting the chain in the line. At the middle measure, your chain may swing around the spar of your opponent and hit them in the back or at the side. This is also a good distance for chain parry training. The close measure is the danger zone for the chain. At this distance, you either have to attack instantly or retreat directly, or you will be taken. Also, certain swings won't work anymore. So this is it for the basics in chain play. I wish you luck and fun training the chain, and if you want to study more, you might have a look at my Chain 101 3-part tutorial together with the international favorites on this channel. Also, the chain history video might be of interest for you. Have fun and see you on the field.